To a very good source, this is simply no idle threat from the former royal known as Prince Harry. As ever, though, what are we talking about? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company today. Hope you're all keeping well, fine and dandy. Thank you also for your beautiful comments about the recent video we made regarding Hollywood's biggest publicity lie. That's right, all regarding the beautiful 40-star Hedy Lamarr, Sansom and Delilah with Victor Mature. That set a lot of memories off, didn't it? It's one of those films, isn't it, that often gets shown on holiday time, Christmas time, that sort of stuff. Amazing epics, weren't they, that they made? And I was talking to quite a few old Hollywood stars about that when they made those big, what they call robe and sandals movie. They were cheap to make, you see, and they felt that they could also sell them to the European markets. And do you remember also things like CinemaScope? Yes, do you remember that? VistaVision. All of, all of those things to try and make you go in the cinema. But wasn't Hedy Lamarr beautiful in a world that we have today where it's fillers, fake lips and stuff like that? I see these girls today, they look like they've been stung by a moose, and you kind of think, do you really think that's a good look? Hedy was just simply a natural beauty. Now, back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. This is a really serious, dramatic story, in fact, because what Prince Harry recently said to a broadsheet newspaper over here in the United Kingdom, promoting yet again his book. And I don't know about you, but gosh, hasn't everybody known that this book's out? Do we need any more publicity? But apparently, according to him, you do. You need to hear his story. But in this, he becomes even wackier than ever, I mean, you kind of think to yourself, whatever sort of course of therapy is on, I might want a refund if I were you, because you just sound absolutely potty. The whole basis of this particular interview was that he is a lone person going ahead and wanting to make sure that he can reform the British monarchy, the way that they deal with the media. That's me. Now, let me tell you how that truly works, in case Prince Harry's never noticed this. But what happens is, there's a royal rota, and a lot of people get called to film things in the palaces, big events, stuff like that, and then you get invited to certain things. But, certainly, there's none of this sort of parties that they claimed that where, we sort of gush up to them and stuff like that. It's respectful, but it's not, it's a two-way street. And we are quite, most of the time, allowed to ask questions that we like. Again, being respectful. Harry's taken this totally the wrong way, but now he's put this mega threat out to his family, and that's no way, it's the only way you can describe it, to basically say that, if you don't listen to what I'm saying, and if you don't let me help you reform and redeem yourself, then there's a second book. Bit of a problem, let me tell you. Penguin Random House are still ockering about the deal moving forward. You heard that right, and here first, as ever, allegedly. But the bottom line is this, they've paid a lot of money for this book, and while they claim it sold a lot, they gave a lot away. Told you that too. Now they're banking on, of course, the paperback book, but the bigger problem that they have for Harry moving forward is, and this has happened previously, is that they cannot substantiate these outlandish claims that he claims are bombshells that would totally sever all ties with his family. A source told me, working for Penguin Random House, that legally it was a minefield because he came up with things that were totally unprovable, perhaps reality in his mind, but how can you possibly back it up on the page? So what can Harry do about this ill-advised threat? Well, according to a source, he could simply put this out as a paid podcast, but he knows the minute somebody downloads it, they can record it and put it out surreptitiously, so it's gone for free. He needs money to the highest bidder, so he needs to sell this book. But right now, lawyers and publishers listening to his very batty, outlandish claims are very hesitant to take a stage further, even though Harry claims there's at least 1,000 pages more of revelations that he could have included about his family. What a lovely way to treat your father, Harry, on his big historical year, that of his coronation. He must be incredibly proud. As ever, though, we'll tell you more when we found out more, but right now, let me tell you this. No publisher is very keen to move forward, simply because Prince Harry's way too expensive in his prepayment. As ever, Neil Sean in the very heart of London.